Hello and welcome to the Otis Loves Us production of Run, Rudolph, Run! Take it away, Scott.
The film opens with a live action stock footage of snowstorm and newspaper articles appears on the screen such as cold wave on the 12th day, we're frozen, ice peril warning, tough going, sanitation army digging us out, and foul weather may postpone Christmas Day. Then the footage fades to a snowfall background, which sign says, Dora Wilson presents a Rankin-Bass production before it fades to a stop-motiony snowy world where we see a snowman wearing a waistcoat, a bowler hat, and carrying an umbrella, walking.
If I lived to be 100, I'll never be able to forget that big snowstorm a couple of years ago. The weather closed in and, well, you might not believe it, but the world almost missed Christmas. Oh, excuse me. Call me Sam. What's the matter? Haven't you seen a talking snowman before? Nice around here, isn't it? I call it Christmas Town, better known as the North Pole. The Christmas tree forest. Yep, is where we grew them. Nice place to live around here, you know.
He passes by seals playing with Christmas presents.
Christmas seals. Hmm. Of course, the number one citizens up here are the Clauses, Santa and the Misses. They live right over there.
Scene pans to the right where Santa's workshop is.
First castle on the left. Matter of fact, the only castle on the left.
The scene fades inside a castle to see a skinny Santa who is about to dine with his meal and his wife, Mrs. Claus, who is beside him with a red coat she is holding.
Papa, you haven't touched a morsel. I'll have to take this suit in. Eat.
I'm busy, Mama. It's almost Christmas time.
Who ever heard of a skinny Santa? Eat. Eat.
Merriest Christmas ever.
No, don't any of you worry your heads off about Santa, because Mrs. Claus will have him plenty fattened up by Christmas Eve.
It's always the same story.
Takes a deep breath and sighs happily.
I love this Christmassy time of year, especially when everything is running happy and smooth like it is this season. Nothing like that year of the big snowstorm. I don't know what we would have done without Rudolph to pull us through. Anyway. Hey, Rudolph? Could it be that some of you are not acquainted with the story of Rudolph? Well, pull up an ice block and lend an ear. Now, you know how Santa uses these flying reindeer to pull his sleigh. You know, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. But do you recall the most famous reindeer of all?
The opening credits begin with a sign that says, Burl Ives tell the story of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with color by Technicolor, along with a list of people who worked on the film.
Well, now, let me tell you about Rudolph. It all started a couple of years before the big snow. It was springtime, and Santa's lead reindeer, Donner, had just become a proud papa.
Yeah, we'll call him Rudolph.
Rudolph is a lovely name. Rudolph.
Rudolph, as a baby reindeer with his big red nose, wakes up from his slumber and looks at him.
Hey, he knows his name already.
Rudolph's red nose suddenly grows bright like a light.
Papa. Got a shiny nose.
Shiny? I'd even say it glows.
Rudolph's nose
we'll simply have
Rudolph's.
to overlook it.
How can you overlook that? His beak blinks like a blinking beacon.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Donna, where's the new member of the family? After all, he's going to be on my team someday. He better get to know me. Ho, 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 ho. Well, hi there. Aren't you the sturdy little fellow? Ho, 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 ho.
Santa! Oh!
Oh, and smart, too. Rudolph's nose shines, much to Santa's amazement. Great! Bouncing iceberg!
Now I'm sure it'll stop when he grows up, Santa.
Well, let's hope so if he wants to make the sleigh team someday. You see, little fellow, every year I shine up my jingle bells for 8 lucky reindeer. Jingle, 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 you will hear my sleigh bells ring. I am old Kris Kringle, I'm the king of jingling. Jingle, jingle, reindeer, through the frosty air they'll go. They're not just plain reindeer, they're the fastest deer I know. Ho, ho! You must believe that on Christmas Eve I won't pass you by. I'll dash away in my magic sleigh, flying through the sky. Jingle, 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 you will hear my sleigh bells ring. I am old Kris Kringle, I'm the king of jingling.
You know.
Bye.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Santa's right. He's never gonna make that sleigh team. Wait a minute. I got it. We'll hide Rudolph's nose.
Mrs. Donner.
Wait, where am I?
Hide it. Yeah. Come here, boy.
With his hoof, he carves up a piece of dirt and covers Rudolph's nose, making it look like a normal nose.
You'll be a normal little buck, just like everybody else. Capiche? You'll antlers. Now, you'll get used to it. Put it there, son.
Rudolph cuddles him.
Wait, you guys just skipped me.
No. Well,
No, okay.
you took too long for hide it. Hide it.
Okay. Kisses Rudolph. Oh, wait, that's just not me saying it.
Oh, that's a
The
stage
scene
direct.
fades back to Sam.
Okay.
Sam.
For the first year, the Donnas did a pretty fair job of hiding Rudolph's non-conformity. Donna taught Rudolph all the ins and outs of being a reindeer, how to get food, how to fight off enemies, things like that. But most important, Scott?
I cut that part out, sorry.
Okay. But most important, a sudden loud roaring sound is heard.
A sudden loud roaring sound is heard.
Yeah. 2 reindeers hide behind a snowy hill as 2 white fuzzy feet walk past. Most important of all, he taught his son to beware of the abominable snow monster of the north. He's mean, he's nasty, and he hates everything to do with Christmas. After the snow monster left, Donner and Rudolph come out of their hiding spot just before a scene fades back to Sam again. Now, aside from the abominable, business goes on as usual. The scene fades back to a nighttime snow where the camera pans to a Santa castle. And soon it is right before Christmas, and everyone is getting ready for the big sleigh ride on the night of the 24th, Christmas Eve.
As the scene fades inside the castle where Santa's elves are building and carving toys.
See? All the toys Santa brings are made by these elves. Seems elves have that certain knack for toy making. All except for this one misfit.
One of the elves is about to paint a small wagon red before suddenly...
Hermie! Aren't you finished painting that yet? There's a pileup a mile behind you. What's eating you, boy?
Not happy in my work, I guess.
What?
I just don't like to make toys.
Oh, well, if that's all. What? You don't like to make toys?
No!
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
Hermie doesn't like to make toys.
Hermie doesn't like to
Hermie
make
doesn't like
toys.
to make toys.
Oh,
Hermie doesn't
shame
like
on
to
you.
make
On you. Boss
Well,
Elf.
sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
A dentist?
Oh, we need one up in here. I've been studying. It's fascinating. You have no idea. Molars, bicuspids, incisors.
Now listen, you're an elf, and elves make toys. Now get to work. 10-minute break. Not for you. Finish the job or you're fired.
All the other elves leaves the workshop, leaving Hermie tearfully continue to work and grabs back his dentistry book.
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. You can't fire me. I quit. Seems I don't fit in.
Ah, well, such is the life of an elf. Meanwhile, Rudolph is having his growing pains too. Old Donner is determined to keep Rudolph's nose a secret.
The scene fades to the reindeer cave.
All right, son, try it on.
I don't wanna, Daddy. I don't like it.
You'll like it and wear it.
Oh. But Daddy,
Donner covers the dirt with the Rudolph's nose.
it's not very comfortable.
There are more important things than comfort. Self-respect. Santa can't say shit about you now.
Rudolph sadly walks outside where it's snowing. He strips off the dirt from his red glowing nose.
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit just because my nose glows. Why don't I fit in?
And so time passes. Christmas comes and goes on schedule, and soon it is April, when all the new fawns come out with their folks to meet the other new fawns
I know.
and to be inspected by Santa.
All the reindeer fawns are dropped to school by their parents, including Rudolph and his family.
Now, don't you worry about your nose, son. Just get out there and do your stuff. Remember, you're my little buck.
Rudolph walks off just as he can across another fawn of his age.
Hi, my name's Fireball. What's yours?
Rudolph,
Come on, you can be my buddy.
where are we going?
To the reindeer games makes antlers grow. Besides, it's a great way to show off in front of the does. Come on.
Ah, youth. Meanwhile, the elves are bustling with activity. Christmas is over, but they still keep busy with lessons in elf improvement. Boss Elf.
Hold on for elf practice.
All the elves are lining up in their choir with Miss Santa and Mrs. Claus sitting on their throne chairs. Let's get this over with. I have to look over the new deer.
Okay, Santa. Let's try out the new elf song I wrote. And remember, it's for Santa. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. We are Santa's elves. We are Santa's elves.
Building
Building
Santa's
Santa's shelves.
As we quietly with a cry out, we are Santa's
All day.
Mrs. Santa applauds while Santa says,
Wait,
It
Get to the end of the
needs
song.
work. I have to go. He leaves.
What the? Sorry. What does Papa know? It's beautiful. You keep it just the way it was.
You
Papa,
follow Santa.
Papa.
Door closes.
"Oh, well, what did they say, boss? Did they like your song you wrote?"
Nope. That sounded terrible. The tenor section was weak, and we got to try the tenor section again.
What's the wrong for, Buff? Hermie didn't show up.
What?
Scene fades back to a toy workshop where Hermie is busy fixing up dolls.
Now, this one hurt a bit.
Uses his jammer gently and taps on the doll's teeth until a furious head elf bursts through the door.
Why weren't you at elf practice?
Just, fixing these dolls' teeth.
Just fix it. Now listen. We have dolls that cry, talk, walk, blink, and run a temperature. We don't need any chewing dolls.
I just thought I found a way to fit in.
You'll never fit in. You came to practice and learn how to wiggle your ears and chuckle warmly and go hee hee and ho ho and important stuff like that. A dentist? Good grief.
Blam!
Well, who do you think he is? No, I just can't. It's like you said, I'll never fit in. I guess I'm on my own now. Who needs working with these dumb toy elves anyway? I have a better future in mind. I'll show them, and I'll show him.
The scene fades back to reindeer school where Rudolph and Fireball are playing. Hey, look! Those! Hey, what do you know? I think one of them likes you.
Yeah, Fireball? Oh, you really think so?
A whistle blows. Uh-oh, here comes the coach! Rudolph takes his smitten look at a young doe before a coach reindeer comes in.
All right. All right, yearlings. All right now. That's better. My name is Comet. Even though I'm your instructor, I want to be your pal, right? My job is to make bucks out of you. So let's go. Now then, our first game is called Takeoff. We all want to pull Santa's sleigh someday, don't we? So we must learn to fly. Now, who's first to try?
Oh, me.
Time, one at a time. You're Dash's little boy, aren't you? You go first.
Aww.
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 All right now. Whole trick is getting up enough speed and jumping into the wind. You got it? Go ahead.
A fawn is trying for his flight, but fails as he tumbles down, much to the other fawn's laughs and their amusement.
Yeah. I said
Loser!
Try.
dick.
Next.
Gee.
Me next.
All right. See what you're made of.
A fawn fails after his try after he climbs a rock and jumps before falling down to the snow.
Well, at least you try, Sonny.
Next, me next.
Me next, me next.
A second fawn runs and jumps over the lake, trying to fly, but again fails as he falls down into the lake with a splash. He pops out of the water and as he is inside an ice cube, but still alive.
Better warm yourself, boy. Who's next?
Gee, Fireball. This may take a while, right?
Yeah, he won't get to us for a while. Go get acquainted with that doe over there.
Rudolph giggles as he takes off towards the young doe.
So Amy, it looks like young doe is Clarice. That's you.
Oh, it says young doe, young doe, young doe, young doe.
I know, but it's supposed to be Clarice, but go ahead.
You're killing me here. Nice day
Yep.
for takeoff practice. I mean,
Yep.
I bet you'd be the best.
Well, I don't know.
But something's kind of wrong with your nose. I mean, you kind of talk funny.
What's so funny about the way I talk?
Don't get angry. I don't mind.
You don't.
My name is Clarice. Hi.
My name's Rudolph. Hi.
Hi.
Hey, Clarice. After practice, would you
Rudolph, you get back here. It's your turn, you know.
Gee, gotta go back.
Starts to run off, but then runs back.
Would you?
Rudolph? I think you're kind of cute.
Rudolph joyfully begins to float up into the air for the first time in flight to himself.
I'm cute. Oh, I'm cute. Hey.
Magnificent.
I'm cute. She said I'm cute. Hey. Oh.
Again floats up into the air, much to the fawn's and his parents and Santa's amazement and awe. Not bad at all. Rudolph saintly lands back to the ground in front of Fireball.
Hey, you're okay? How did it go with the dough that you met?
She said I'm cute. Hey.
Both Rudolph and Fireball laugh as they engage in celebratory play until Rudolph's fake nose pops off, glowing red to Fireball's horror.
Oh, for crying out loud, dude!
Fireball? Well, what's the matter?
Get away from me! Get away from me!
Tom?
I missed something? Now. What's this sense here, Bucks? After all. Ah!
All the other buck fawns gasp, but then burst into laughter as they begin to provoke Rudolph.
Hey, look at the beak!
Hey, fire snout!
Rainbow puss!
Red schnoz!
Stop calling me names.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer!
All the other fawns continue to laugh while Santa angers Donner, who droops for his guilt and shame. Donna, you should be ashamed of yourself. What a pity. He had a nice take off, too.
All right now, yearlings. Back to practice. Oh, no, not you. You better go home with your folks. From now on, gang, we won't let Rudolph join in any reindeer games, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Rudolph!
Well, what do you want?
You promised to walk me home.
Aren't you going to laugh at my nose, too?
No. I think it's kind of a handsome nose. Much better than that silly false one you're wearing.
Why, handsome. It's terrible. It's different than everybody else.
Oh, but that makes what makes you so grand. Why, any doe would consider yourself lucky to be with you.
Yeah, but I wasn't very lucky today, was I? I wish. Oh, I wish.
There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Believe in your dreams, come what may. There's always tomorrow with so much to do and so little time in a day. We all pretend the rainbows have an end, and you'll be there, my friend, someday. There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Tomorrow is not that far away.
We all pretend the rainbow has an end, and you'll be there, my friend, someday.
There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true. Tomorrow is not that far away. Buck reindeer.
Both Rudolph and Harry, Clarice walk off until a buck reindeer stops them.
Clarice,
Papa!
you get back to your cave this instant.
But I.
This instant, young lady.
Yes, sir.
There's one thing I want to make very plain. No doe of mine will be seen with a red-nosed reindeer.
After both Clarice and her father walk off, Rudolph, still feeling sad, sits on the snowbank where suddenly Hermie pops out of that same snowbank.
What you doing? This your snowbank?
No, who are you?
Well, actually, I'm a dentist.
Dentist.
Well, I want to be someday. Right now, I'm just an elf. But you can call me Hermie. How about you? What's yours?
I'm Rudolph.
His nose lights up.
Say, what a nose you got there.
Yeah. My nose always glows red like this. Everybody laughed at me, and you call me names.
Oh, no. That sounds harsh. No wonder why you No wonder why you decided to run away like this. I ran away too, away from the other elves. I don't need anybody. I'm independent.
Yeah, me too. I'm whatever you said, independent.
2 Christmas ornaments falls off the tree where Rudolph and Hermie are sitting behind it.
Hey, what do you say we both be independent together, huh?
No, you wouldn't mind my red nose?
Now, if you don't mind me being a dentist.
It's a deal. And glad you didn't make fun of my nose.
Why would I make fun of your nose? I say your nose is wonderful and colorful too.
Thanks. I think it's just you and me, couple of misfits. Hey!
We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits.
What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in. Oh, we're not
Daffy and Dilly.
Dilly.
We don't go around willy-nilly. It seems to us
kind of
silly.
That we don't fit in? We may be different from the rest.
Who decides the test?
What is really
best?
Ooh.
We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in.
Why am I such a misfit? I'm not just a nitwit. I'm a deer of a reindeer. Why don't I fit in?
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. They can't fire me. I quit. Seems I don't fit in. This isn't it.
Oh.
We may be different from the rest. Who decides the test?
Who decides?
What is really best?
We're a couple of misfits.
We're a couple of misfits.
What's the matter with misfits?
That's where we fit in.
So, what made you decide to become a dentist, Hermie?
Thank you.
Simple. Take a look. I learned through day and night with my trusty book about dentistry. My father gave me this when I was young. This book is what had me change to make a perfect living by becoming a dentist, to check everyone's teeth, see if they're healthy. That's the only way to be an elf that no other elves can do outside just making toys. You see, making toys is nothing else more than my very dull thing to do year after year. Nobody quite found it over my longtime passion, even with the head elf, won't give me a chance.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You have no idea how much you feel that way, being stuck in only one job. If you were Santa's elf. Well, that's the point. I decided to quit my toy-making job and go out seek my fortune.
I want to seek my fortune, too.
Oh, you with me. You and I can live our fame and fortune. What do you say?
I love the sound of that.
Oh, good. More singing.
Fame and fortune.
Fame and fortune.
Fame and fortune.
We're off to seek them now. Anyone can have them both.
It just takes the right
know-how.
Nope.
No, these two had
we put
no
on our-
idea what they were getting themselves in for.
Thank God. I appreciate you.
The world looked a lot more complicated and dangerous than it seemed when they was snug and warm at home.
The scene fades to a dark snowstorm where Rudolph and Hermie are trying to walk through the strong breeze until they heard a loud roar from the distance.
The abominable. He must see your nose. Quick.
He blocks
out the
Rudolph's
light.
nose. Camera pans to the mountains where a giant white fuzzy arm appears one by one.
Like I said, the outside world, it's up to its ears in danger.
Peeking out from those mountains is a half head with large eyes. Much of it frightens Sam as he opens his umbrella to shield himself. The scene fades back to Rudolph and Hermie still walking through the snowstorm.
Well, somehow Rudolph and Hermie managed to get through the first night.
A camera cuts to a man, snaps his whip at the sleigh dogs.
Mush! Mush!
Both Hermie and Rudolph hide in the snowy wall with their behinds sticking out.
Mush! Don't you understand North Pole talk? Mush!
Suddenly stops where Hermes and Rudolph's behind.
What's this?
He pulls the duo out from their hiding spot.
Hey, you get frostbite that way.
Who are you?
Who am I? The name's Yukon Cornelius, the greatest prospector in the North. This is my land, and it's rich with gold. Gold! Gold and silver! Silver and gold! Wahoo!
Tosses his picks up in the air until it lands on the snow. He picks it up where he sniffs it and licks it.
Nothing.
He cuts back to Sam.
That is freaky. Okay.
Oh,
Can we take a moment for that?
So good.
Hey,
So
it took
good.
me 50 years to do this.
He sniffs and licks it.
Silver and gold.
Well, what do you think of our friend Cornelius?
Bit of an ass.
Seems all he thinks about is silver and gold. Silver and gold. Everybody, silver
and gold.
Everyone
wishes
for silver and gold.
Gold.
How do you measure its worth?
By the
Just
stock
by
market.
pleasure it gives here on earth. Anyway.
The scene fades back to Rudolph, Hermie, and
Anyway.
Yukon Cornelius.
Anyway. Oh, well, now I'm off to get my... Jesus, I can't read anymore. Get my lots of things, of supplies, cornmeal, gunpowder, and ham hocks, guitar strings. I'll give you a lift. Hop aboard, mateys.
Picks up Rudolph and Hermie on a sleigh and grabs his whip and gets the dog's attention.
Now mush!
Snap,
Mush!
snap, snap.
Mush! Like this. Watch.
As they're all off, a giant, ferocious, abominable snow monster suddenly appears from the mountains and lays on a roar for his attack.
Gadzooks! The bumbled snow monster of the north strikes again. Look.
It's my nose. It keeps giving us away.
And even I hate his annoying bumbled snow monster.
The bumbled snow monster approaches close to the heroes.
We'll outwit that fiend with our superior intelligence.
How?
Douse your nose and run like crazy. Wahoo!
And the wild chases on as Bumble launches off the attack while the three heroes escapes him, running faster through the mountains and then to a nearby beach where they make their stop.
We're trapped. There's no way out.
Boing, boing.
It's my nose again. It's ruined us.
As matter made worse, Bumble approaches closer to Rudolph and his friends, ready to launch at them for his meal.
Bumble has one weakness, and I know it.
With his pickaxe, he cut an ice dock in half to make a small island of the iceberg and cast themselves into the sea like a raft.
Do-it-yourself icebergs.
Bumble arrives to the beach. Yukon paddles away faster from the beast. Rudolph turns to Rudolph and Hermie.
Observe the Bumble's one weakness.
Hesitantly, the Bumble takes his one step in the water to see if he can catch up to Rudolph and the gang, but of course, as he did, the big monster then sinks beneath the water.
The Bumble sinks. Ha ha!
As Bumble climbs back to the land, he turns angrily with a roar and glares at Rudolph and his pals as they sail away to their safety.
Yukon Cornelius scores again! Whoopee!
Tosses his pickaxe in the air until it lands on his back. He picks it up to lick it and finds something, but
Nothing.
Mister, where are we going?
You want to stay with me? We'll all be rich with the biggest silver strike this side of the Hudson Bay. Silver!
Now, I thought you wanted gold.
I changed my mind.
Rudolph and Hermie looked and shrugged at each other to their confusion.
Yes, our friends were really on their way, but not one of them knew where they were going.
The scene fades to the reindeer cave, where Rudolph's parents, Donner and Mrs. Donner, I'm going to call her Carol, look worried about their son. Donner gazes out to the outside world.
Here.
Oh, let me. Now you can bet old Donna felt pretty bad about the way he had treated Rudolph. And he knew the only thing to do was to go out and look for his little buck.
Carol.
This is Mrs. Donna with no name wanted to go along naturally. But Donna said, no, this is man's work.
Donner leaves the cave, leaving his wife Carol in tears just until Clarice arrives.
And no sooner did the man of the house leave when Mrs. Donna, who has no real name, and Clarice decided to set out on their own.
The two does leaves off to follow along with Donner on the dangerous quest to find Rudolph.
And now they're really taking their chances because you see that little ice boat had run into a pack of mighty wicked fog.
As the scene fades to the foggy sea, where appeared from the fog, revealing Rudolph, Hermie, Yukon, and his dogs, who are still sailing through the sea on some iceberg for some reason. Okay.
Hello! Fog's thick as peanut butter.
You mean pea soup?
You'll eat what you like, and I'll eat what I like. Ah!
As suddenly an iceberg hits a bump, which is another land, causing the three to tumble down.
Land ho!
No kidding.
Where are we?
The camera pans to the left of the castle on top of its peak. The camera cuts to Rudolph. Hermie and Yukon gazes up at the castle in awe.
Hey, looky up there.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Oh.
As walking backwards, Hermie then bumps into the purple box, causing a man suddenly to appear out of it, which in turn has to be a jack-in-the-box. Halt! Who goes there?
Get on.
Yes, of course. What do you think?
Oh, well, that's okay. Okay. Who may I ask are you?
We're Rudolph, Hermie, and Yukon Cornelius. Who are you?
I'm the official sentry of the island of Misfit Toys.
A Jack in the Box for a century.
Yes, my name is...
Don't tell me. Jack.
No, Charlie. That's why I'm a misfit toy. My name is all wrong. No child wants to play with a Charlie in the box, so I had to come here.
Where's here?
The camera slowly zooms out. Rudolph and his friends look around the corner, look around the other misfit toys, also coming to life by popping out of their boxes as they began to sing in musical number. What this place needs is a dynamite act.
We're on the
On the island
Now
of
Misfit
Toys, here we don't stay.
Hey, because health insurance sucks. We want to travel with Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
On Christmas Day is here, the
The most
wonderful
wonderful day of the year. Singing a winged bear hops on Charlie in the box's box until Charlie pops. A Jack in the Box waits for children to shout.
Wake up! Don't you know it's time to come out?
Christmas Day
is
is here.
here,
The
the
most
wonderful
wonderful
day
day
of
of
the
the
year.
year.
Toys
Toys
the Lord
galore,
scattered
scattered
on
on the floor. Just
the
don't be a whore.
Or
And it's all because of
uh,
Santa Claus. Oh, who's the scooter? A scooter for
Ginny.
Ginny.
A dolly for Sue.
The kind that will even say
How do you do?
when Christmas
Christmas
This
Day
day
is
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 here,
here,
here.
the
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 most
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 wonderful day
wonderful
of
wonderful
the
day
day.
of the
year.
year.
Spot an elephant.
Oh, shit. How would you like to be a spotted elephant?
Who's
or
the
a choo-choo with square wheels on your caboose.
Or a pistol, a water pistol that shoots jelly. Hey!
After
Just shooting
shooting
out
out
grape jelly.
to Hermie, Rudolph licks it off.
Context is everything.
Yeah,
Wow.
Oh,
yeah. Oh boy.
We're all misfits.
We're all misfits.
We're all misfits.
Cindy
Would you like to
Parrotfish.
be
Oh. Would you like to be a bird that doesn't fly? I swim.
Or a cowboy with a lot of cowbell who rides an ostrich.
Golf clap. Very nice. Very nice. Nicely done. Nicely done. Who's the toy boat? We're a boat. The boat that can't stay afloat.
We're
all
We're all
misfits?
misfits.
If we're on the island of
Island of
unwanted
unwanted
toys, we'll miss
we'll
all
miss
all
the
the
all
fun
fun,
with
the
girls
girls,
and the boys.
when
when
Christmas
Christmas
Day
Day
is
is here.
the
The
most
most wonderful,
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 wonderful day of the
year.
year.
nice to meet all of you.
No kidding, huh? That sounds awful. I don't blame you.
Who's the plane? Oh, I got one. Would you like to be a plane that can't fly? I float. Or a winged bear.
Oh, I don't want to shoot chili on this island.
The
so
jelly
sorry.
gun
I
shoots a
want
lot more
my-
jelly in this script than he does in the
It
show.
Yeah, he
shoots
really
grape
does.
jelly onto Yukon's
Wow.
face.
Yeah.
What
Sorry.
the fuck is it? I never saw this line. Like, I'm so spotted and I want my owner.
There's cut lines in the script. Absolutely.
Sabo, do that line, but do
Yeah,
it as Rodney. Do it as Rodney.
Hey, I'm so spotted. I want my owner.
Yes.
Social.
Oh,
Oh, you
All
can't
nods
do like social.
can't see a float on the water.
Show yellow. And I want my owner.
Would you like to be a push-up toy cat?
Hold on. Can everybody do that line? Just that one line. I'm so spotted and I want my owner. Can we go around and just whatever voice you want? Like Hespos, go.
I'm so spotted. I want my owner.
What is this?
It's the scooter. It's the scooter's line.
The spotted elephant. The spotted elephant.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like so spotted, and I want my owner.
Oh, I'm so spotted and I want my owner.
Thanks,
I'm
Luke.
so spotted. I want my owner.
I'm so spotted, and I want my owner.
So bedecked with spots that I simply must have my owner immediately, please.
I'm so spot owner.
Tom, did you go? Did you do
I
that
did.
one?
I did my Pacino. Sorry, it's a
You
one.
did it?
There you go.
He's got one Pacino in him. That's it.
All right.
There we
All
go.
right, here we go. I'm going on. Gladly you're telling us, son. So this is why Isle Island is a perfect place to fit in and make our new living as our new home.
Hey, hey, we're all misfits too. Maybe we could stay here for a while.
Well, you'd have to get permission from King Moonracer.
Who's he?
He rules over there. Every night he searches the entire earth. When he finds a misfit toy, one that no girl or boy loves, he brings it to live here on this island until somebody wants it. He's currently holding course in his castle right now. The camera fades inside the castle, where at the throne room stood a winged lion, sitting on his throne chair, while Rudolph, Hermie, and Yukon approaches him.
Come closer. What do you desire?
Well, we're a couple of misfits from Christmas Town, and now we'd like to live here.
No, that would not be possible. This island is for toys alone.
How do you like that? Even among misfits, we're mere misfits.
Unlike playthings, a living creature cannot hide himself on an island, but perhaps being misfits yourselves, you might help the toys here.
Help them.
Yes. When someday you return to Christmas Town, would you tell Santa about our homeless toys? I'm sure he could find little boys and girls who would be happy with them. A toy is never truly happy until it is loved by a child.
When and if we ever get back, we'll tell Santa, sir.
Good. You are free to spend the night.
Ah,
Show our friends to their chambers.
The scene fades to Rudolph, Hermie, and Yukon are sharing in one room, and they're on their bed, tucking in for their nighttime slumber.
We gotta get out of here. We leave tomorrow together.
Hell, but the abominable will see my nose and get us all. I've gotta go alone.
nonsense. It's all for all. I mean, one. All right, let's get some shut-eye.
It's all settled.
Hermie clicks off the light before he and Yukon fall asleep, snoring loudly. Rudolph, however, is the only one who is not sleeping, much to his nose glowing.
You sleep tight. It looks like if my chance to head off alone. I don't care how long this risky journey back home it'd take for me. My family are worrying about me.
Outside, Rudolph comes out of the small house where he ventures off by himself, walking slowly and gazes to the house one last time.
Well, poor Rudolph realizes he can't endanger his friends' lives anymore. And so that night, he decides to strike out on his own.
The camera fades to the close-up of Rudolph, who sadly looks back to the island.
Goodbye, Cornelius. I hope you find lots of tinsel. Goodbye, Hermie. Whatever a dentist is, I hope someday that you're the greatest.
We now see Rudolph, who's riding on the same floating iceberg, sailing back to the sea, back to the North Pole, while the sound of the bumble roar is heard in the background.
Well, time passed slowly. Rudolph exists as best as he could. Snow monster kept him on the run.
Rudolph is playing with the polar bear cubs.
Every once in a while, he would stop and make a friend or two.
The mother polar bear growls, telling Rudolph to leave.
It wouldn't last long. Rudolph would be on his own again.
Rudolph, who was seemingly drinking from the pond.
But during that time, a strange and wonderful thing was happening.
Rudolph reveals himself to be a full-grown reindeer, seemingly in his teens for now.
Rudolph was growing up. And growing up made Rudolph realize you can't run away from your troubles. And pretty soon he knew where he had to go. Home.
Rudolph takes off to a journey back home, passing through the mountains and through the forest where, unbeknownst to him, a pack of wolves spied him behind the trees before following him quickly. While continuing on traveling, Rudolph then overhears a twig snap. Cut! In his shock, he turns back to look around, wondering who or what's making the noise.
Hello? Is it me you're looking for? Is it Hermie? Is it Yukon? Whoever you are, show yourself.
A few seconds later, 3 wolves jumps from the bushes one by one, surrounding the reindeer. As one of the wolves pounces towards Rudolph, Rudolph dodges it by jumping high over the wolves, much to the pack's looks of their awe. Rudolph lands safely and begins to run off with the wolves chasing behind them.
Yeah, Rudolph got pretty lucky to outsmart the way to escape from the hungry wolves for his own life before he made himself back to Christmas Town at last. But there was another situation that he had to deal with while there.
The scene fades to Christmas Town, where Rudolph returns, much to the other reindeer begin to provoke him of his nose again.
Hey, you! I thought you were gone for good!
Hey, look who's back! Go me on nose!
Ah, hey, Jurassic Balls, where you going, nose? Can't you take a fucking joke?
Time for your comedy about my nose. You and your pals, have you had your fun long enough?
Oh, so that's fight words, eh, Big Nose?
Oh, that does it. I'm gonna make you take it back for calling my name.
Oh, well, it's a fight you want, eh, fuckface? Then it's a fight you get! Challenge accepted!
Do-do-do-do-do. Sorry. So both Rudolph and the other reindeer start off up with a brawl by fighting each other with their antlers, with their 2 horny antlers, with other reindeer watches on. Suddenly, a whistle is heard, which Comet is the one who's causing it, breaking up the other 2 reindeer fights.
All right. Break it up, you two. There's no real fighting under my rules for the reindeer games. Keep it in mind that there's no answer to fight with. No answer, right? Right. Oh, it's you. You think you could join back to the reindeer games with your shiny red abomination? Forget it. I already told you before that no reindeer with his shiny nose is rejoining the reindeer games any longer. Orders are orders, Clarice.
The other reindeer turn to leave while Rudolph is still angry to his tears, glaring at the other reindeer due to their criticism about his red nose.
Well, fine. Ban me from your reindeer stupid games you wish. Go ahead. But once I, sooner or later, to figure out what makes my red nose special, you'll be sorry.
He runs off.
Slams door to the bed.
Poor Rudolph noticed that the other reindeer can't even get it up. Face their lesson as he was being provoked over his nose even as time passed. So it wasn't that long for him to venture back home until he made it for his luck.
Hey, Ma! Hey, Pa! Home!
They're gone, Rudolph. They've been gone for months, out looking for you.
Clarice?
Oh, she's gone too, and I'm very worried. Christmas Eve is only 2 days off, and without your father, I'll never be able to get my sleigh off the ground.
I'll find him, sir. I'll find them all.
Are you sure? Because you have been through the most dangerous journey by your over months since You know the way back home, but now you go there by yourself to find them.
Of course, Santa, sir. I know what I'm doing since I find them wherever they be. I'm all grown up now. Don't you worry, I'll take care of myself.
As long as you be careful, Rudolph, good luck. Rudolph sends himself out of the cave and went off to find his family and Clarice.
Well, he was just about to leave when suddenly.
It fades to the snowstorm starting off with the castle's roof being torn down.
It hit.
The next wind blows away the igloo along with two Eskimos blowing away their paper wrapper from the present, revealing a box. An avalanche of snow buries the small house.
The storm of storms. And only 2 days before Christmas Eve.
A forest of Christmas trees are blown by the wind, and then two of the toy elves are struggled with the strong wind. Help us, we can't escape the storm.
There you are. Come inside now.
3 elves venture through the storm while another elf is holding onto the female elf while grabbing onto a rock, until suddenly the female elf loses her grip and she flies away in the wind, until being safe by the head elf by grabbing her on her tits with his lasso and pulling her inside the shelter for safety. Head elf shuts a door tightly.
I've been a goner if you weren't here to save me, head elf. Thank you.
Bow, chicka, bow, bow.
I both of those
Oh.
lines.
Hey, Santa told me that Rudolph is on his own looking for his family and Clarice, but because what's going to happen to him, sir?
I can't predict. I'm afraid. But once he survives the storm, I bet he'll be lucky to come back for safety's sake. What else worries me is most is Hermie. He hasn't come back ever since. I began to feel I'm too harsh for him. But what the fuck? Who wrote this fucking?
Yeah,
script?
this is like it's
Jesus
yeah, it's
Christ.
not. Yeah, we'll have to edit this next
Hermie's
week.
a dick.
The camera
That's
cuts to
what I'm saying,
Rudolph, who's
Hermie.
struggling through the form as he infiltrates the mountains.
Rudolph knew that he had to find his roots right away, and he knew right where to look. The cave of the abominable snow monster.
Rudolph peeks to look inside and to his shock before the camera pans quickly to the right to see his parents and Clarice had been captured by Bumble. Bumble holds up Clarice and ready to eat her, while Clarice, in her frantic struggling tries to escape.
You shall not pass.
Bumble turns to gaze at Rudolph to his surprise and puts Clarice down. The fight between Rudolph and Bumble begins as Bumble narrowly launches at him, but missed as the snow monster trips down to the floor. Rudolph charges Bumble with his antlers, but then Bumble gets up on his feet and uses a stalactite to hit Rudolph cold, much of Bumble's evil laughter. The scene fades back to Sam, who shields himself with an umbrella, avoiding himself to seeing the battle.
Oh, tell me when it's over.
He peeks himself out and turns to the audience.
Oh, where was I? Oh, the last chance. Well, not quite, you see, because ever since Rudolph left them, Hermie and Yukon Cornelius had tried to find their friend. Well, they arrived in Christmastown just as the storm hit.
As it fades to Rudolph and his friends, Yukon and Hermie on the dog sled venture through the storm.
It was a good thing I sent them out right after Rudolph.
Keep pushing, dogs. That little buck can't be far.
Where is he? If I had my eyes, I'd take a flamethrower to this place.
I don't truly know his location, but it reminds me of the area where we first met before as I hunt for gold or silver.
You always think of silver or gold like that, aren't you?
Let's not get off topic. We have a reindeer to search, remember? Mush!
Rudolph, where are you? Hey, look!
They approach Bumble's cave, but Yukon's dogs are unable to stop.
Whoa! Unmush, will ya?
Would you ever stop them, Yukon? We're passing it.
I tried to unmush them, but they obviously didn't get my words.
We can't stop.
But we have to turn back to the Bumble's cave. Rudolph's in there.
How would you know he's in there?
You'll be surprised what that crate. What the fuck? You'll be surprised why that crazy's gone through this dangerous quest. Dogs, turn back!
Snap.
Come on! Why won't you listen? Who wrote this?
Yukon, I got an idea.
Hops off the sled in front of the dogs as they stop.
Hey, here, doggies. Want a stick?
Dogs happily barks and hops up and down.
Yeah, go ahead. Fetch.
He throws it into the cave. The dogs turn back to zoom off towards the stick, carrying their sled after Yukon fell off.
That's clever. Hurry, but we must catch it. We must catch up to the dogs.
The duo runs after the dog before he hops back on it and went on the fastest ride until they make a stop, with the sled tilt up and down back to its place.
Whoa! Gladly nobody's heard around here.
You have no idea.
The two went off to Bumble's cave until they arrived in the peak of the cave. What? His friends, along with other rangers, that are endangered by Bumble.
To peak, P-E-A-K.
No, Relsing, R-E-L-S, releasing his friend. Sorry.
Relsing his friend.
Relsing.
Yeah.
What do? We can't let that Chinese AI that translated the script get a hold of them.
I got an idea. Listen.
Uh-huh. Yeah? And then what? Not bad. Might work.
Not so loud, boy. That Bumble has open ears. Come on.
Duo leaves out. A camera cuts to Bumbles about to eat the reindeer while 3 reindeer surrounds Rudolph's unconscious body.
What is it? Doesn't he just get it over with?
Pa? Ma? Scarecrow?
Rudolph!
Thank
You were
goodness.
there, and you.
Oh,
Daughter.
we thought. Wait.
I did it already.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Thank goodness. We thought you were gone for sure. How'd you find us? We've been looking for you everywhere for months.
You sure did before that monster caught you here. That's why I sent out looking for you. I'm glad you all okay. Let's get out of here.
I'm afraid not, Rudolph. It's impossible. That snow monster won't let us out of this.
Unless my friends will come to our rescue soon, wherever they are.
Cuts back inside.
Hey, Yukon. Sure we can get him out.
Never know the Bumble snow monster yet who turned down a pork dinner for deer meat. Do your stuff.
Hermie lays low and starts to make pig noises.
Put some heart in it. That Bumble's hungry.
Hermie oinks loudly, catching Bubble's attention and approaches slowly outside to investigate. Outside, Hermie runs away from Bubble as he is outside, just before Yukon got to his cue by dropping down a big snowball on him.
Wahoo! Terrible weather we're having. Snow and ice.
Laughs as he axes off the large rock and drops it down to hit Bumble cold.
All right, dentist. You take it from here.
Hermie holds up his tooth-yanking tool.
Did you all see that? The snow monster's down cold. Who will we thank for that?
Hey, look who's coming this way. It's Yukon Cornelius.
Ta-da! In person.
Was saved! Hey!
Let's get out of here.
Oh, Yukon, you and Hermie realized that I was gone looking for my folks here.
No sweat. That's what we came here for the rescue from that nasty Bumble. No need to thank me and Hermie. If it wasn't for us, you 4D would have been Bumble's food chain for sure.
Can we repay you, sir?
Well, after we have scat like a rat out of here.
I'll light the way.
The camera cuts to Bumble, who blocks their path.
Why, blast your hairy Bumble hide.
What are we gonna do, Mr. Cornelius? How are we gonna to escape now? We're scared.
Hermie walks underneath Bumble to Yukon and the reindeer.
this blowhard scary anymore. Just walk right past him.
The camera pans up to Bumble with all of his sharp teeth gone, thanks to Hermie, who collected all of Bumble's teeth outside.
Golly, looks like we'll never have to worry about that Bumble eating us anymore. I tell you, you're looking like a mighty humble Bumble. He's nothing without his choppers. Let me at him. Wahoo!
He, along with the dogs, begin to attack the toothless Bumble, who he, now terrified, backs away from Yukon and his dogs until reaching the edge of the cliff.
Ha 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 ha! Trapped, aren't you? Well, there's no way you can escape from Yukon Cornelius now.
Yukon and his dog launch at Bumble, causing all of them to fall down to the pit, much to Rudolph and Hermie's horror.
Yukon!
They rush to the edge and look down in their sadness.
He's gone. Oh, he's gone.
Why would he ever do this by sacrificing his life like this? He was the great and best fiend to us, and I'm reading it as written.
You're my best fiend.
I don't know, Hermie. I just don't, and he'll never find gold he's looking for in time.
We're sorry for the loss of that Yukon there. Let's head back home now.
You're such a dick.
Well, they were all very sad at the loss of their friend, but they realized that the best thing to do is to get themselves back to Christmas Town.
The camera fades inside Santa's castle. Rudolph, Hermie, and Clarice and Rudolph's parents enter inside, and all the elves and Santa gathers around to them.
So they make it back, and when everybody hears their story, they start to realize maybe they were a little hard on the misfits. Maybe misfits have a place too. Even Santa realizes that maybe he was a bigot.
Rudolph, I promise, as soon as the storm lets up, I'll find homes for all those misfit toys.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Santa. Thanks. You know how it means of those poor toys are desperate to need love and care from every boy and girl in the world.
All right. You can open up a dentist office next week after Christmas.
Hey, come here. Why don't you open your mouth?
The head elf opens his mouth and Hermie checks inside for his teeth.
Oh, no. I'll set up an appointment for you a week from Tuesday, 4:30.
All right, if you say so. Week from Tuesday, 4:30.
I should have done the joke that's 2:30. 2:30.
2:30.
I got it.
2:30.
Got it.
2:30. Got it.
2:30.
2:30. Oh, okay.
No,
Yeah.
2:30.
Hermie, we're so sorry for insulting your passion dream of becoming a dentist. So would you please check my teeth?
Of course. Open up.
Uh,
My. This is like another appointment for you. Week from Tuesday, 4:40. And I told you, cut down on the sweets. Might get cavities.
Rudolph, we reindeer felt pretty bad how we teased you about your nose. We think your nose is wonderful and beautiful. I'd fuck me.
And I'm sorry for banning you from the reindeer games regarding your nose. You now join us at the next year's game whenever you feel like.
And I'm sorry too for the way I acted, Clarice.
Me too, Rudolph.
Who's Donnie?
Donnie. Who's Donnie?
Who's the fuck is Donnie? There's so much weird shit in this guy. Donnie?
Fucking Chinese.
Do it for
That
Donnie.
is heard.
Behind the door.
Open up! It isn't a fit night for man or beast.
Two elves open the doors, letting out the snow, and in comes Unicorn Cornelius holding a rope and his dog still alive.
Here's the man,
Pulls the rope to Viral Mumble.
and here's the beast.
Everybody gasps in fear.
Now, calm down. I reformed this Bumble. He wants a job. Looky what he can do.
Bumble places a star on top of the tree, much to the amaze of everybody.
He doesn't even need a stepladder.
But we went over the side of a cliff.
Didn't I ever tell you about Bumbles? Bumbles bounce.
Well, Yukon, we're so glad you're so lucky to be alive.
Yeah, and even tame this creature easily, right?
If I always tame every animal, I tame this Bumble.
Camera fades. The elves working on building toys with "We Are Santa's Elves" playing in the background.
Well, as good as everybody feels, this is no time for celebrating. Because the next day is Christmas Eve, the biggest day of the year. Cuts to Mr. Santa and Mrs. Claus in the dinning room.
dinning room.
The dinner room. Eat, Papa, eat.
How can I eat? That silly elf song is driving me crazy.
You're gonna disappoint the children. They expect a fat Santa.
The male MAIL elf.
No, that's
handles
right
the
because
post.
that's right because he brings the mail.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, right.
That's actually right.
That one's actually correct. Okay, fine. Latest weather report, sir. He reads the letters to his disappointment. Well, this is it. The storm won't subside by tonight. Well, we'll have to cancel Christmas.
Papa, are you sure?
Everything's grounded. Oh, the poor kids. They've been doing so good this year, too. But I couldn't chance it. I have to tell everybody it's all off this year. Gets out of the table and enters the throne room where everybody is setting up Christmas presents until Santa interrupts them, causing the song to halt to silence. Quiet, quiet, please. Everybody quiet.
Ah!
I've got some bad news.
What?
Folks, Christmas is going to be canceled. There's nothing I can do. This weather, Rudolph, please, could you tone your nose down a bit? I mean, that nose of yours, that nose, that beautiful, wonderful nose.
Huh? Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say, Mr. Santa?
Rudolph, Christmas is not off, and you're going to lead my team.
Oh, I am.
Yes, sir. You and that wonderful nose of yours.
My nose, Mr. Hand.
Ho, ho, ho. From what I see now, they'll cut through the murkiest storm they can dish up. What I'm trying to say is that Rudolph, with your nose so bright, it's so bright. Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? Could you?
Wow. Would I? It would be an honor, sir.
I knew that nose would be useful someday.
Ha!
Oh wait, what did I miss? I'm sorry. Okay.
Carol cried through her tears.
I can't believe how happy that it's no wonder my nose would make me special. Don't you hear me? I don't even know what that was.
What the fuck? What is that?
Rudolph, I know so. You have a good luck make through the storm and gather the misfit toys for the world. It's written.
Wahoo! This is going to be a best holly jolly Christmas. Come on, everyone. Oh, wait. Let's get the presents set up and celebrate.
Celebrate good time. Come on.
Have a holly jolly Christmas. It's the best
This time of the year. I don't know
if there'll be snow, but
have
have
another
a
beer.
of cheer.
Have a holly jolly Christmas.
Na, 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 na.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Rudolph
tall
kisses
elf.
Clarice on the cheek.
You know.
Let's get
The
the
tall elf carefully carries the tall pile of present.
Have a holly jolly.
Jolly Christmas.
The tall elf wave his hat for a greeting to the grill elf. Before
The grill
it
elf?
actually says girl, I said grill, which is even funnier.
Grill
The
elf.
grill elf before suddenly bumps a reindeer and fell to the ground along with a present fall over the place. A tall elf takes off his hat for his embarrassed smile on his face to the deer while the song continues.
Have a holly
Holly jolly
Christmas.
It's the best
time of
Of the year.
Down this way.
Everyone.
The friends you know and everyone. The elf ladders with Yukon on the bottom, holding them up, surrounding by the grill elves and one
Grill
male
elves.
elf
Some
Place a mistletoe on the
elf.
ceiling.
to place a mistletoe on the ceiling.
sucker one.
Ho, ho, the mistletoe, where
One where
you
you
can
can
see. Somebody waits for you, kiss her
Sucker
once for
once.
me.
But ask her first, consent and sexy. Rudolph.
Your
Simon
body, your
Gay.
choice, have a holly jolly.
Rudolph kisses Clarice on the cheek. The camera cuts to the elves lining up to pass every present out to to the other elves. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
And in case you didn't hear, oh my golly, have a holly jolly Christmas
Christmas
year.
Ho 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 ho.
Eat now. Ho, 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 later.
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
What the hell? I don't even get it. Now shake when you laugh.
Yeah.
Ho ho
Well,
ho
whatever.
ho 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 ho.
Shake it
ho,
like a Polaroid picture.
ho ho ho.
Now that's my Santa.
Oh, thanks, mama. My coat.
Meow, meow.
Ready, Rudolph.
Ready, Santa.
Well, let's be on our way. Okay, Rudolph, full power.
Rudolph's nose glows. The two of the elves open the doors. The doors of
are
perception.
open.
The doors of perception are open.
Excellent.
It's ready for you for your takeoff.
First stop, the island of Misfit Toys. Up, 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 and away. Outside the breezy night, Santa and his reindeer are taking off, flying into the sky.
He'll be a hero after this. Yes, a hero.
Carol.
Here.
Carol, oh, is that Carol?
My book.
That's my book.
Now you see how it's done? Wahoo!
He throws a pickaxe in there before he lands on the snowfall. He picks it up and takes a lick of it, and
Peppermint. What I've been searching for all my life. I've struck it rich. I've got me a peppermint mine.
Hermit settles down in the snow.
Wahoo!
So you're looking for a peppermint instead of gold and silver, huh?
Oh, it's even better than silver and gold, I'm telling you. See? So how about you and I join up searching for it tonight, eh?
You can count on it.
I know.
Come on,
Hey.
Bubble. We've got a peppermint waiting us. Peppermint.
We've got a
You got-
peppermint waiting
Peppermint
for us.
patty? What?
Yukon, his dogs, Hermie, and Bubble turns to venture off into the distance.
It seems you can't know if there's one more. What? It
Me
seems,
Legos, that's impossible.
yeah.
Chinese AI, people. Chinese AI.
It seems you can't know if there's one that is more variable than silver and gold is peppermint. So meanwhile, after Rudolph, other reindeer and Santa are flying off from the North Pole.
Back in the island of misfit toys.
The camera fades black and fades to the island of misfit toys where the three toys, Charlie in the Box, a spotted elephant, and a doll are sadly gathered around a campfire. Well, it's Christmas Eve, but
Looks like we're forgotten again.
But Rudolph promised we'd go this time.
I guess the storm was too much for them.
Don't say that to us, Charlie.
Yeah, I bet Rudolph will find a way to help Santa fight through this storm to get us.
Like how?
Well, I just don't have any idea how he would.
Oh, it's hopeless. There's no way he'd fight through the storm to be able to get us off this stupid island for any girl or boy who wants every toy.
I'm afraid you're right. All hope's lost as we're all stuck homeless in this island or the misfits for all eternity.
Entirety. The camera cuts to the sky where a
From
bright
here to
light is
eternity.
shining.
AI take over world entirely.
Exactly.
The camera cuts to the sky where a bright light is showing and the jingle bells ringing. Might as well just go to bed and start dreaming about next year.
I love to dream. We're never gonna get on this island.
Keep going. You got one more line. Keep going.
Wait. Did I? That's okay.
No, she got it.
No, I'm good. Spotted elephant.
Okay, sorry. Wait a minute. What's that? Is it? Is it?
It sure is. It's Santa. And look, Rudolph is leading the way.
You can see his nose from here.
Well, let's be on our way. The toys quickly jump into Santa's sack. Hey now.
Santa's sack at yahoo.com.
Oh boy,
Santasack.com.
my childhood dream is coming true. We can't wait. Kids are waiting for us.
Thanks to you, Rudolph, we thought you'd never get Santa to make it back to the island.
We would have been stuck here forever if it weren't for you and your red nose.
Gee, thanks, fellas. You know, I'll always be here to help.
Ho ho. Yes, yes. Okay. Now, toys, back to your place. It's time to go get you all delivered to every happy girl and boy. Are you comfy? Good. Now then, ready, Rudolph.
Ready, Santa.
Okay. Rudolph, full power. Up, and away.
Well, folks, as for the rest of the story,
He went down
Down
in
in
history. Ending credits roll. The camera fades to the sky where Santa and his reindeer, led by Rudolph Glowing Nose, takes flight. The elf on his sleigh is starting to drop the misfit toys down to the earth one by one with umbrellas for the toys to land safely, starting off with the doll, the spotted elephant, and the parrotfish hybrid toy, which can't fly.
Parrotfish hybrid toy?
Instead of using the umbrella, Charlie the Box in a square-wheeled toy train while the theme song is played in the background. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
and
And
if
if
you
you
ever
Ever saw it,
you
You
would
would
even
say
it
it
glows like
Like the light bulb.
All
Love
of
the
other
reindeer.
Here's
We sound
Here's
like
the
Laughing, call him
names.
Like Pinocchio.
Never let
that
poor
Rudolph.
Join
Join in any reindeer
like Monopoly.
then one
Then one
foggy
foggy
Christmas Eve.
Santa.
Santa came to say,
Hey, I can exploit you.
Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my sleigh tonight?
Hey!
And
And now the
Reindeer
reindeer
loved him
loved him.
as they shouted out with glee.
Hooray!
Rudolph
Rudolph
the red-nosed reindeer,
Reindeer
go down in
in
story.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Good night. Go home.
Nicely done, everyone.
Oh.
Nice.
Nicely done.
That was awesome.
That was fun.
That was good, Billy.
Yeah.